What it do, y'all? Just another battle blogger, aka That Boy Rose. We back with the predictions. We about to predict the fucking Smack Volume 10 card. You already know this shit's looking fire. This card and the Civil War card, they both looking fire. But let's get into the motherfucking usual and let's get into these fucking predictions. You heard? Let's get it. Alright, so this Smack Volume card, before we get into the predictions, I want to say this card is fire. This is one that, like, on paper, because you know how the outcomes of the other volume cards and stuff, but on paper so far, this is one of the best volumes that we had so far. Like, it's probably like top five, you know what I'm saying? But the outcome might fuck it up, which I don't think the outcome gonna be trash, but you know, you never know. Fuck around, everybody choke, and then what we go do it, like. But let's get to these predictions though. Alright, on to the first battle. We got Saflair Soul versus Foots. That's a weird name, but move on. In this battle, I'm gonna have Soul 2-1, but this is a very fire battle. If y'all don't know who Foots is, he's fire. I only seen one battle, and that was the Lose Castro battle for him, and he was fire in that battle. You can debate and say he won that battle. Same thing with Saflair Soul. You can also only seen two battles. When he battled Z to drop out, he cooked him. That nigga was crazy, that battle. And then he had a fire performance against Chess. Like, you could debate and say he won that battle too. Like, they both did great in their final exam battles. I was impressed with watching them both. But when it comes to styles, I do lean to Soul style a little bit more. I like his style more, and then I do like his performance a little bit more when he want to get, like, if you match it performance, I like his performance a little bit more against Chess. I don't think it's gonna be like clear. It's gonna be an edge, because like I feel like this is gonna be a dogfight. Like if they both not come into play, which I expect, because like they're still fighting for a name and a spot. Like they're not coming. Like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's how I'm gonna call that. Soul 2-1, Saflair Soul 2-1 with the edge. I'm actually hyped to see that battle, because I wanted to see more of them. But let's get to the next battle though. Alright, in the next battle, we got Loso versus T-Top. Like, this is another fire battle. Like, with the angles, I'm interested to see what the angles gonna come with. T-Top, the angles T-Tops are gonna come with. The angles Loso gonna come with. This is a fire battle. I do feel like T-Top is gonna win this 2-1, because this is gonna be a challenge with this battle. This is also gonna be like a test for Loso, because if we be real, like, say if I'm not tripping, Loso hasn't battled a lot of top tiers, if I'm not mistaken. Like, this is one of the few top tiers that he battled. Like, you can say Loso's top tier. There's an argument there. I'm not the here to say if he is or he's not. He's for sure. But if you get what I'm trying to say, like, Loso, like, fought his way to be looked at as top tiered, but if I'm not mistaken, he hasn't battled a lot of top tiers, especially on the URL stage. He might battle them like on other leagues. I know he got 40 bars. That was a one rounder. I just can't. It's just blank. I can't think of anything right now. I could be wrong. Like I said, he battled Daylight, so I'm not tripping. He did battle Daylight, and you can say he beat Daylight. If I'm not mistaken, niggas are saying he beat Loso beat Daylight. But that's just one I could just think of. I'm not about to just sit here and really try to think. But this, like I was saying, this is a battle. This is a test, and this is also a battle for Loso can prove himself that he is top tier, for the ones who are questioning it. But this is a hard test, so we'll see. I feel like T-Top is gonna win this 2-1, edge it out. He's gonna show levels, because T-Top is fire. But we'll see how the room works, because like niggas don't like T-Top for some strange reason. I don't get it, but yeah, I got T-Top winning this 2-1 in a very, very, very fire battle. So on to the next one. In the next battle, we got Averb versus Shotgun Suge. Now this battle, I got Suge. I got Suge winning this clear 30. Clear 30. Cause Averb, like, look, I'ma also say this. Averb is not trash. He hasn't been trash lately. I'll say that. He hasn't been trash. Like how niggas are trying to make it, I don't think Averb is that bad. But it's just the fact that Averb just hasn't been that good lately. He's just been mid. Really mid. And if he wasn't mid, he's like below mid. And he just hasn't reached the trash category. He's been close to bad, but mainly mid. And that's the problem. And like, he's been firing spaces, like outside of the ring. He's been fired. He's like his shit talking and promoing, like you can say Averb has a case because who Shotgun Suge beat? He beat Drugs and Stumbles. But it's like, Verb, who have you beat? Like who have you beat lately? But like, we get it. It's a volume. It's a volume. It's about the rappers who raps the best, and Averb's quote unquote raps better than Suge. But like, this is why I say you're wrong, because like I feel like small room, like I feel like performers also shine in small rooms, bruh. Cause like Suge also turned up in small rooms, in the volume setting. Like, what was the last two he was in it? Rum Nitty.
I straight jack niggas who think they crazy. You holler for me? You must be punch drunk, past insane, he dumb nuts. 40 cocky and it's buffed up. Lean on him, this nigga Rum got me fucked up. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. I outweigh him by 250. I throw these, they too swift. Yeah.
Win or loss, we're not about to just sit here and say Suge was trash. That man was on one when he battled Rum Nitty. Just Rum Nitty's an alien. I'm not here to, but like, we're talking on Suge's side. We're not about to just sit here and act like Suge wasn't just snapping in a volume setting. You get what I'm saying? He was snapping like crazy. But and then he also had Mike P. He snapped on Mike P. I might be the Real Name Brandon. He snapped and went crazy on Real Name Brandon, but I think volume 9 is not counted as a volume because my goddamn dog, shut the fuck.
6.5 hours later.
Alright, like I was saying, volume 9 is not counted as a volume because it wasn't the volume setting. It wasn't the small room. It was a stage, which I get what y'all are saying, but it wasn't like 1,000 niggas was in the crowd. I think it was like the max was 500, so, or 400 or some shit like that. So, and then some of these volumes had like 300 people in there. So I get where niggas are saying, but, and it was on a stage, but like, you gotta realize fucking that whole year everything was on a volume setting, and then they kind of switched. Anyway, they had to switch it up somehow, make it look different. But besides that, he still went. But he went crazy against Real Name Brandon. It was still a small crowd. But what I'm trying to say, yeah, like I'm saying, Suge hasn't like niggas talk about how Suge, like, don't make it seem like Suge's been bad in the small rooms and the volumes, because if that's what you're thinking, you're sadly wrong. But on Averb's hand, when has he been good in a small room volume setting? Twerk? Maybe had a good round against Twerk. Are we gonna bring up D-A-Day?
3-minute rounds. Game booked me for a long time. Preview 3D.
But what I'm trying to say, yeah, Suge 3-0. That's after me explaining all that. Suge 3-0. That's just, if Averb pulls it off and wins this battle, I'll give it to him. I'm not hating, don't get me wrong. If Verb wins, he wins. But like, this is just like, you just gotta show me, cause like all the time you haven't been winning. I was like this with Mook. Y'all saw the recap. Like, I had him losing coming in. Like, show me a win, and then he got the win. I don't like how niggas are trying to downplay the win, and I don't downplay it at all. He did it. He did it. But yeah, Shook 3-0. On to the next battle. I'm just ranting. It's just a big ass rant. Alrighty, on to the next battle. Rum Nitty versus Fonz. I think Fonz gonna get around, but I got Rum Nitty 2-1 clear. Like, Rum Nitty is an alien. I just saw his battle with EK, and oh my, it's just some of the shit he was just oh my god, it's just ridiculous. Fonz is good. I see people believing in Fonz. I get it, but it's just Fonz has to go to a level. Fonz has to go to a big level, like a high level, to beat Nitty, and it's just we're just gonna see. That's just hard to see. And Nitty don't like Fonz. Nitty don't like this nigga, so that's also gonna be dangerous. Like, and Nitty, like, we'll just have to see. I see people believing in Fonz. Fonz think that he's gonna pull out the win, but it's just like let's not act like Fonz is very hit or miss, bro. Like, Fonz will snap on a Shuni the rapper and then lose to drugs. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, Fonz would do, like, Fonz would go crazy on some no name, and then be a verse per Stavia, and then snap on Real Sick. So, like, we'll see. I just don't. That's just gonna be. It's hard to beat Nitty when he's rested. This is a rested rep Nitty. We'll see. But with that being said, Rum Nitty 2-1. I think Fonz gonna get a round, but it's just I don't see him getting 2 of them things, and that's just how it is. On to the next battle, and on to the last battle, the main event: Charlie Clips versus Calico. This battle is interesting. I'm interested in this battle because, like I said, this theoretically. This room is for the rappers, the lyricists and stuff. Don't get me wrong, they're both very good rappers, but Calico is the better rapper. And people think just Calico just gonna rap circles around Clips, but the performers and people like the performers be doing good in these rooms, man. Like, not all of them. I want to say all of them, but some, like more. Like, it's more performers than bad performers. Like, the amount of performers that are doing bad in that room is less than the numbers of the ones that are doing good. Cause, like, Charlie Clips be doing good in small volume rooms. Like, his battle with Twork was amazing. He had an amazing battle with Twork, and you can argue he beat Twork the last 2 rounds. We get Twork's first round was crazy. The Charlie bit me, 1 finger on the baby. Yeah, there's so much shit in Twork's first round. There's so much in that first round that's just like amazing. It's just immaculate. That round. Those are like them rounds is I put in the immaculate categories. Is like it had everything basically and then some. It's like there's nothing much more you can ask for. But there's only a few rounds that are like that. But with that being said, Charlie Clips still came back in the last two rounds and beat him. You could say Charlie Clips beat Twork. Like, niggas don't want to give it to Clips, but like Clips beat Twork. But with that being said, Clips can do great in this setting. So it's just interesting. It's just gonna be interesting to see. Cause I don't think Clips is gonna bullshit. I think he's gonna come serious. He's been coming serious lately. So I have Clips 2-1. I feel like this is gonna be an edge. I feel like this is gonna be I think this battle's gonna be closer than what people think, but I wouldn't be surprised if it looked like if Charlie like clears Calico. I wouldn't be surprised. That would have surprised me, but I think it's gonna be a close battle. I think this is gonna be a close battle. So with that being said, Charlie Clips 2-1. What I think is gonna be a battle of the night is it's gonna be either Soul and Foots or Rum Nitty and Fonz. I think performance of the night should gonna get it. I think should gonna get performance of the night in my opinion. Or T-Top. T-Top might, cause T-Top been rested and he's coming off the Rock battle. Pause if needed. He's coming from the Rock. The Rock performance that he lost, and what is not looking like he do too good. So he might go crazy. He might end up getting performance of the night. I just thought about that. So yeah. With that being said, it's just